Good morning, M247 family.
What's up?
This is your morning marriage.
Splash!
Come on, let's go get wet.
Let's do it. So what's up? It's Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
Happy
It
Tuesday.
is Tuesday morning.
All day. So, what's on the docket this morning?
Well, you tell me. well, you did tell me. You told me that let's talk about deal breakers.
Yeah, deal breakers.
You know, what is your deal breaker?
Deal breaker as concerning getting married.
Right.
Not in the marriage.
Yeah, once you in, you in.
You in.
But, you know, for those who are engaged to be married right now,
Yeah.
and, you know, you need to sit down at the table and think about, what is your deal breaker? What are you willing to compromise?
Yeah.
And what you are not going to compromise on?
I can't, I won't,
And will not.
I do, I will not. Yeah.
Well, I can speak. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I mean, how are you handling this conversation, first of all?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it just a conversation between you two, or is this something that comes out in counseling, your pre-marriage counseling?
I mean, it can, but,
Yeah.
you know, I believe, you guys sit down together at a table, because most likely you have not discussed a deal breaker. I know we didn't,
No.
but I know what a deal breaker would have been. For me, like, if you had said, I don't have any children, never want children, have no desire to have any children, I will not be having any children. There would be no compromise. We would have just went our separate ways. That's what to me defines a deal breaker. We cannot get married.
Look at this. Deal breaker?
Good God have mercy.
I'm just saying, a deal breaker, what if I can't have no kids?
Well, that's where the compromise come in. That's not a deal breaker. I mean, if you're not physically able to have any children, well, either I just decide, I'm not going to marry you, or if I'm already in the relationship, in the marriage, when you find out that you can't have children, you might do that, or adopt, or
adapt,
surrogate,
surrogate. Maybe you got a cousin and just don't want their baby or something like that. It happens. Back in the day, you had some cousins that was like, you was calling their mama auntie because they grew up.
I didn't grow up like you.
I know some families had some nephews and nieces, but they was raising them like their own. But
yeah, I know that's true.
But then they called their mama their auntie because they didn't know their auntie was their mama.
That's true. I had a girl lived across the street from me, lived just like that.
So
she didn't know her grandma was
her mama.
That's right. Anyway.
You know how it goes down. Some of y'all don't even know what we're talking about.
Anyway, we're back to deal breakers, because
deal breaker. What about the finances? You gotta have some dollars. I guess if you are already in the relationship and you know how the brother, because it's the man's responsibility. Let's get that straight. To take care of his woman, his wife, is supposed to be taking care of all of that. So, based on that, you know how the brother's rolling. The finances. Is he flossing? What's that credit? He got a line of credit. He got good credit. He got a good name. What I'm saying? Bible says you got to have a good name amongst your creditors. Is he flossing? Is that a deal breaker if he got bad credit?
I mean, that depends on the person, But
it's things to consider.
yeah, these are all the things that we suggest that you sit down together and talk about those things, because you don't want to be in this marriage and find out something that is a no-go for you. But now, you in it. And now you have to figure out how we're going to compromise, because we're already in it.
Right.
Find out these things before you say, I do.
Because even if he's a mog, a man of God.
Oh.
Even if he's a mog.
I was like, do I pretend like I know what the heck that is?
I mean, because, you can say, I was reading this morning in the Word, some Proverbs. I think it was Ecclesiasticus.
You said you were reading in the Proverbs.
Yeah.
And then you said...
Well, Ecclesiasticus is
a proverb?
It's the proverb family. Because it's giving you some good godly wisdom. Yeah. And basically talking about, you're known by, the tree is known by the fruit that's on it. You know what I'm saying? So that fruit is on Corey's doing some stuff behind the camera. You can have the fruit.
One of my children I wouldn't compromise for is being a goofball. Oh, wait, speaking of Corey, I don't know if you can hear the beats in the background or on some of our morning, it's a little sidebar, on some of our splashes. The songs that you hear, they're all produced by our son Corey.
Yes.
So if you need a beat for something, you're a rapper out there, you need a little something.
You need a song, you in the music situation.
Yeah.
It's all from scratch.
Yes.
Yeah, from scratch.
But as we were saying.
Yeah, so is the fruit on the vine, is the fruit on the tree rotten? Is the fruit, you're known by what your fruit.
Did any fruit produce?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things you got to check out, even though, you're talking about a man of God, that you are in a relationship with, and you're in a relationship with a woman of God, because it's not always just the man. A woman can be flossing too. So what's the deal breaker?
Do you compromise? What if your fiance is not an emoji or a
wog?
I'm trying to think of the letter W-O-G.
A wog. Is she a wog?
Is that a deal breaker?
Not a frog, a wog.
What if your fiance don't believe in God?
Well, how about go a little deeper? That's the tree. Let's get at the rooter, to the titter. Why you in a relationship with somebody?
Because
like
he looked good and you said, I like him, I could change him. I'm gonna compromise and get in this relationship.
Because you got issues from the beginning.
And then I'm gonna get him to start believing in God.
Be a mog. I can get him to be a mog. He ain't a mog now.
Well, somebody call me a wog. I don't want to be no wog. Think of something a little tastier.
I don't know. That's the acronym. You think of something, and we'll go with it. He ain't no mog. So that
would have been a deal breaker for me as well. Would that have been a deal breaker for you?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, because that's not what I'm looking for. That wasn't what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely has to be one of those situations where you're on the same page. You definitely want a brother to what you are dating, what you are involved in, you want to still see that, throughout the relationship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them changing up on you. You don't want her changing up on you. And those changes, they turn into other things. You know what I'm saying?
That will be our next splash. Them things that them changed.
Yeah. Because, you marrying the whole situation. The mother's characteristics, the father's characteristics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, that's
Right.
that's all real. So if you see something in your fiance mama, and chances are it's in her too. It may not come out yet, but it's there. Same for the man. So deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing or the curse that's upon us.
Got it.
So
So we
anyway,
encourage you guys to sit down, call your fiance up and say, tonight we need to sit down and have a talk before that wedding date. You're going to scare them, but tell them we need to have a talk before I walk down the aisle with you.
Let's talk, because we may have to
Change some things up.
break it up. Hopefully not, but you can
Right.
talk it out.
Right.
So anyway,
So you can break that deal breaker. Y'all go have a great day.
Anyway, enjoy your Thursday, your Tuesday. Enjoy your Tuesday, and always remember to keep the faith. We'll holler at you. See you later.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.